One brick, one miss, rich tickets, check out. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. My daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro. They tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
18 Cardinal.
2nd and 6 now. Complete out to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. Has some space inside the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Williams has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Play action, Prescott. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
47. 26.
1st down, here's Dak. It's taken in by Lamb. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, Prescott. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Nix. That's completed right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Nicks off the play act. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Another try following the sack. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Nicks. Free inside the 30. That's the first down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos break the tie here in the first. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Dak off the play fake. Throw complete to Warren. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing again is Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Kill.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They've got a man in motion. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 32. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first and 10, here's Nix. This finds Franklin. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, a run with Williams. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
All set up now for first and 10. Play action with Nix. Buying some time right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Now Nick's on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Taken in by Shaheed. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Williams is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos now lead by 10. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right side! 26.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And this one does not go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second and 8. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
It's caught, Eckler. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And this will be his 1st effort of the contest. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it'll be 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Broncos. With it, 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Another run for Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the...
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Damone Clark.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Wait, take.
Warren here from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st down, ball at the 36. First down, here's Dak. It's his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Headed out right. This one finds Boyd. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. It's taken in by Eckler. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
A final throw before the break. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Luck. Lott set to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Oh, they try the lateral. It's a live ball. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot at it.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. They'll go again with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
47.
Receiver in motion, headed right.
26.
On 2nd down, Warren. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
26.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Gay's kick is good. And that gets him back within 5.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, this is something we've been monitoring, and it's actually happened for just the 3rd time ever. A player has caught 20 touchdowns in a single season as he joins a couple of the greatest to do it, Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, in this exclusive club. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos push the lead up to 12. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returnable from the 1. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Trying an inside give to Warren. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st and 10, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action, Prescott. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 23. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Blitz coming, Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Nix looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 11. It's taken in by Williams. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos go up by 19. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Yeah, here we go.
Warren running between the tackles. And he'll get it up to the 44. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Dak off the play fake. He rolls to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Taken at the 2. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Second and 3 now.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
A run with Williams. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Escapes out to the left. Sheds off a rusher. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. A handoff to Williams. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Williams on the carry. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Finds him over the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fielded at the 7. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Now Nix on 3rd down. This finds Franklin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Nix with it on 1st. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. They go with Williams on the counter. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think?
First down, here's Dak. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys trail by 22 now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now running for the first time with Audric Estime. And he's tackled for a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, Saints.
They'll go again with Estime. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take, hey, kill. 47. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yeah. We're going to 54. Why? Hey, 47. 26.
From the 21. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here's our 47. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Chased out to his right. It's caught, Eckler. And he's going to step out with no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Dak throwing again. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? 26.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That heater's going to fall to the turf. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
26.
Desperation time here on 4th. falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone. Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners as we say so long.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change, just scraping to maintain. No sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad.